Zermatt is one of our favorite winter getaways in Switzerland, though the town and mountains around are scenic throughout the year. This video is our day in Zermatt and our favorite experiences in food culture and the very scenic outdoors. Winter is one of the busiest times in Zermatt, and this time around we planned our trip just the week before and all accommodation in the town of Zermatt were booked. So as a change in experience, we decided to stay at a nearby town, Visp. So this morning we are starting from our accommodation in Visp, passing by the town centre with a typical clock tower like in every Swiss town, watching shops and restaurants come to life. And we saw also this cute little unmanned library set up in a phone booth. The train journey from Visp to Zermatt takes approximately 1 hour. The train passes through several charming Swiss villages like Stalden, Tasch and Randa before reaching Zermatt. These villages offer a glimpse into traditional Swiss life and architecture. If you happen to be driving to Zermatt, perhaps Tasch is the last village before Zermatt where you can leave your car and take a train or electric taxi to reach Zermatt, given Zermatt is a car-free town. Right as you exit Zermatt train station, to your right is the Tourist Information Center. If we are visiting a place for the first time, despite the amount of research we would have done prior to our visit, we always make it a point to visit the Information Center to know any interesting activities for the day, listen in to their recommendations, and collect booklets about the place which I enjoy reading later on. Here are some interesting facts about Zermatt. Zermatt is located in the canton of Valais in southwestern Switzerland near the border with Italy. The town has a population of just over 5,700 people, but it attracts millions of visitors every year. Zermatt is known for its car-free pedestrian zone, which helps to preserve the town's charming alpine atmosphere. The Matterhorn, which towers over Zermatt, is one of the main reasons that made this resort town super popular. Zermatt is a popular destination for skiing and snowboarding with over 360 kilometers of slopes and pistes. The town is also known for its excellent hiking and mountain biking trails with options for all levels of experience. We first headed to the Fuchs Cafe, having read about its traditional food options that you can both dine in and baked goods that you could take away as souvenir. We ordered hot chocolate, coconut curry soup served in a bread bowl, and a Valais special pie named cholera made of potatoes, apple, cheese, and onion in a puff pastry. After a sumptuous start, we walked around the main street Bahnhofstrasse, explored a nearby park, walked around the town to find best views, and found Kirchbuche Bridge having best views of the Matterhorn. On the next day early morning, we were lucky to watch a spectacle that we very much enjoyed from this very same spot. It is watching the first rays of sun light up Matterhorn as it glows a beautiful crimson. Our next favorite activity is taking the train to Gornegrad. Most of the train was filled with skiers, snowboarders and their gears. This is a typical train scene in Switzerland, especially near a winter resort town. The train journey from Zermatt to Gornegrad is a scenic 33-minute ride on the Gornegrad Bahn, which is a cogwheel train that runs from Zermatt to the summit of Gornegrad. Have a look out for the Matterhorn and other peaks, as this region is home to over half a dozen mountains that are over 4,000 meters in height. Along with Matterhorn, some of the other popular ones include Monterosa, Dom, Liskam, Wieshorn and Breithorn. There also is a restaurant at the Gornegrad Kulm if you like to enjoy a meal or a snack. One can also enjoy an apéro in one of the many popular hotels in the town of Zermatt. Here's one such scene at the Zermatter Hof on a sunny winter evening. Located right next to the Zermatt Museum, this can be an option as you wait for the museum to open, as we found that it is not open throughout the day. So on the day we were visiting the museum, it was open between 3 to 6 p.m. The Zermatt Museum is a fascinating and educational destination for anyone interested in the history and culture of the Zermatt region. The museum features exhibits on the history of mountaineering in the Zermatt region, including the first ascent of Matterhorn by Edward Whymper in 1865. There are also displays on famous mountaineers like Ulrich Inderbienen, who qualified as a mountain guide when he was 25 years old and worked as a mountain guide until he was 95 years old. He stood on the peak of Matterhorn more than 370 times. One of his quotes caught my attention where he says, "I live how I climb a mountain. My walking rhythm is slow and deliberate but steady and determined." Simple and profound way of how he lived and made a long and illustrious career in mountaineering. It was very interesting to see the gadgets and gears used by mountaineers over a century ago in comparison to gadgets being used in current day for the same purpose, right from water bottles to hiking boots to snowshoes. The museum also highlights the local culture and traditions of the Zermatt region, including farming, crafts, and festivals. We did a bit of shopping in the main street, picked some souvenir breads from Fuchs Bakery, watched skiers return back to town for dinner, and before we headed back to Wisp, enjoyed an Indian meal of garlic naan, rice, paneer tikka and dal at the Golden Indian restaurant located right opposite the Zermatt train station. We very much enjoyed most of the dishes except maybe the paneer. However, our heart was full from being able to experience the wonderful facets of one of our favorite winter destinations in Switzerland, Zermatt. Hope hope you enjoyed watching this video. Drop me a comment to say what you liked most, and also if you have any questions to know any further information about Zermatt. Thank you for watching.